Good morning, everybody from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Clover Park, home of the New York Mets. Spring training 2026. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
Oops.
Come on out and fall while you're meeting the Mets. We're way early. We got out here to go to the practice fields out in the back. We'll take a little peek around here first as we're getting ready to head in. They have a brand new spring training specific store out here, a little tented area here. As we walk towards the field entrance, Keith Hernandez was out here the other day meeting all the new players. And speaking of new players, the Mets basically going through a major overhaul in this offseason. And one, it's not very popular with fans, at least some fans, getting rid of fan favorite, potentially next goated captain hero beyond David Wright, Pete Alonso this year, which for me, my favorite player in baseball in years. Huge blow to the fan base. Pete coming up to bat yesterday in his first at bat as a Baltimore Oriole. Home run. The Mets doing their 5K run this morning before practice. And we're getting right up to the line just as they're letting everybody in. Making our way back. I don't see any players really out yet. One thing is for sure, the field is in pristine condition. Despite there being drought conditions across the entire state, we have not had a lot of rain for the last few months, and it's been very cold. So the fact that this is popping green, that's crazy. Gorgeous. Down the other end of these practice fields, you have the minor league clubhouse down there. St. Lucie Mets. Mary's got to capture everything now. Check out this practice mound. There's nothing there. We do have these helmets right here. And look at this detail. No Gatorade. Instead, we've got body armor. Got people coming over ready to practice.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
As we move further back, it's kind of the same setup that they've had for the last few years. We've got grounds crew getting the field ready over here. There's a bunch of players out on the field over here.
Yeah.
Energy transfers down from the legs.
Of course, you have extension and things like that. Get good extension, and you have that length. You're 5 feet closer to the plate by the time you throw the ball. Yep, there you go.
I will say, when you come down to Clover Park, a good chunk of like the top tier players usually out by like pitching and batting area over here behind the wall. More players congregating over here right outside of Casey Stengel Way. always know which bathroom to go to. Mr. Met or Mrs. Met. Speaking of Mr. and Mrs. Met, they are doing like paid meet and greets this year. I want to say it's like 70 or 80 bucks for them to come and do like direct meet and greet with you. I've been coming here for more than 20 years. I've only seen Mr. Met at one spring training game ever. But supposedly they're gonna be out in like general pop before the games and everything too, but you could also do the paid meet and greet. We've got some BP that's gonna happen over here. Out.
Maybe. I was giving the balls to.
Walking back up front, look at these banners. World Series champions 1986. It's literally been 40 years since we won a World Series. Let that sink in. Most people that are watching the Mets today weren't even alive when the Mets won their last World Series. All right, we're gonna head into the newly revamped tented team store. Oh, all New York Mets stuff. I've got Bichette jerseys up on the wall. Jerseys $185 a piece. Shirt that will make you sweat even more. We've got our spring training hats. Oh, they playing my song. More spring training specific stuff. Oh, that's pretty cute. Oh, they got my hat that I'm wearing right now. I bought it here last year, I think, or the year before. They got the... Oh, that's cute. Spring training white shirts. That's what's on the back. And let's see what's on this one. Eh. This one has like the Grapefruit League on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, I'm just throwing stuff on the floor now. Blue one is pretty cool. And then we've got big Mr. Met, medium Mr. Met, and Florida Mr. Met. Now we're going to regular store. Oh my Lord. This feels glorious. More Mets. St. Patty's Day.
I have a green hat.
Oh, this shirt's pretty dope. Like it. Oh, and I like that shirt with the alligator on it. More Grapefruit League stuff.
Oh yeah, in the front.
And then look at this.
Oh, that's cute.
I
That's like,
believe this is for women, but
Yeah,
you can
it
have
is.
the matching men's shirt too.
oh, yours is brighter
Foco.
or deeper.
Jerseys. More spring training hats. St. Patty's Day, spring training. I like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. This is the shirt that I'm wearing now, minus all the sweat. Put it in the books. Woodstock and Snoopy. Literally what every Mets fan needs.
Look
I've
like
got
that.
the spring training crop top. This is nice. Polo. This is Grapefruit League. This looks incredibly cheap. Like a little iron-on patch. More Mets baseball stuff. I was hoping for like more like button-down shirts. Fast forward in the gates. Magnet Day. We're filming them, filming us, coming in. Let's go Mets. Cold beer. And we're back. We've got our banners up on the wall, retired numbers, including David Wright from last year. We got the charity booth here. Jonathan, $100 for that. That is not too bad. Doc Gooden, $105. Mike Trout, $625. How is Mike Trout that much more than Doc Gooden? Come on. Sadly, Pete Alonso, $550. We have a Jonathan baseball for $165. Or right up there, $125. Here's the lineup for today. Playing the Florida Marlins. Or is it the Miami Marlins? We're on the lookout for Mr. Met. Not seeing him. Jared Ashley spinning the wheel. I feel grand prize coming. It's gonna do it! Oh my God! Spin again. I feel it in my bones. The all-time GOAT. At Dippin' Dots, they're selling the Home Run Apple Bowl. Carlos Beltran going into the Hall of Fame as a New York Met. 7 line in the house today. Mr. and Mrs. Met in the house. Oh my Lord. There's a home run apple popcorn bucket. We definitely got it. Everybody walking by is like, can we get popcorn?
Yeah, I know.
Juan Soto. Oh man. What a beautiful day for some baseball. Let's play 2. Rob Base. I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Base, and I came to get down, Ashley. 7 line over here. Meeting players. Sean Manea. They have cotton candy that comes in this really kind of creepy Mr. Met mask. Also, this place is packed out. It's gone to the dogs also. But when we were walking back from seeing Sean Manea meeting and greeting, I ran into Uncle Stevie. I did not question his moves with Pete Alonso, although I wanted to. I whiffed at the plate. Mr. Met escaped. Mrs. Met can't get out of here. Here's a look from the outfield. We're out at the Home Run House. Voodoo buckets are back. 21 bucks. Added to the board for the St. Lucie Mets. Road to the show. Jonah Tong. We gotta get the big sausage. I didn't see it advertised as premium sausages this year though, so I'm not sure. Oh. We got 40 minutes to go. We're playing some baseball songs. First pitch. It's rolled in for a strike. Also, I'm not sure if we said this before, but we met Mr. and Mrs. Met on the way in, and it didn't cost us $140.
Del Toro.
Yet another first pitch.
Sure, whenever you're ready, it's your pitch.
Baba Booey.
Fans for your St. Lucie County Sheriff and Concrete Pools would like to present you
got
with an American
Bo
flag
Bichette and Seaman out here now.
over Clover Park. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for today's A&G Concrete Pools hometown hero.
Also this year, the Marlins going back to wearing retro uniforms, not the sleeveless uniforms. But check out those colors. Teal is back.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Met took their hats off for the anthem. So it is currently 87 degrees outside. Roasting in the sun for sure. Mr. and Mrs. Met meeting everybody down there.
Here's your defensive huddle. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go! All right, first pitch of spring training. We're already walking off the mound. Pete Alonso chant starting. Oh, high and inside for a ball. There we go, 3 up, 3 down. All balls in play. Oh, it's coming! Marcus Simeon, aka Seaman, up first. Oh, it's popped up.
Aggressive, I like it.
First pitch.
Look at them looking at each other. Who got it?
Who got it? Up next, Juan Soto's first at bat in the spring. Takes it for a ball. He's got 2 balls. Kickity.
Kitty.
He's popped it up. 2 down. Bo Bichette, the big get this year. Oh no, Bo. Oh my God, dude. Come on. It's literally the first inning in spring training. Come on. I believe.
Oh, it's a fair ball.
Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, Mrs. Met is over here. And she's come bringing gifts. Oh, and Mr. Met, too. Somebody's first baseball game is going to be very memorable. It's Gary Cohen. Keith Hernandez up there. Calling the game. Crowd very much on the lull here. We're in the 3rd inning. And it's just dead. Very warm. By the way, I want to point out there are a lot of empty seats here. And even for the 7 line on the berm, good deal of space in between everybody. We'll get more into this later when we do a wrap-up, but ticket prices this year for spring training seemingly through the roof compared to prior years. Now at the bat, DH number 96, Chris, I swear to God.
Get through.
Don't ground out. Too late. After 3, it's nothing.
We're going to have a lot of fun after the game. We'll head on over to Pop Stroke for an unforgettable experience with 36 elevated driveway bars and a full-service restaurant that's the ultimate spot for fans.
Let me tell you what, the Marlins just scored because of a throw at first. Can't hold on to the ball. You know who would have held on to that ball? The polar bear. How'd you like to have the seat right behind that cameraman? I mean, you really can't see anything. Here's a better view. Look at those guys down there. You'd be like, what's happening?
See, located in US 1 Fort Pierce. Here's our Garber Buick fan cam.
One. Full count. Grounds out. I believe that you're going to ground out. At the end of 4, Marlins 1, Mets nothing. To say this crowd has been flat would be the understatement of the year. Oh, by the way, people playing along at home, number 18, Conine, is not Jeff Conine, Mr. Marlin. I just looked at that before and I was like, what the heck? Jeff Conine must be forever years old. But that is his son, Griffin Conine. And yet one more punch in the gut about knowing how old we're getting. Austin Barnes actually getting on base. Mets doing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Mets trivia contest.
It's trivia.
Sammy with our contestant who's somewhere
right here.
Take it away, Sammy.
Thanks, Evan. I'm in section
Oh, and there's Drew and Ashley.
and we're going to go to Clover Vision to see if you can guess today's trivia question.
I'll tell you the answer. Don't worry.
Today's question is, before moving to Port St. Lucie in 1988, what city hosted the New York Mets spring training? A. Winter Haven. B. St. Petersburg. C. Daytona. Or D. Surprise, Arizona.
Big old B.
St. Petersburg. And that is correct.
We all knew it.
Hey, you all clap the look.
All right, Mets, Clover Park. We're getting out of here early. We just about never leave early for any of these games, but this was one of the most, I would say, lackluster, boring type of events. We saw Uncle Steve again walking out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an interesting year. So, I'm sure there's other people in the same boat as me. No one wants to see the Mets win, more than the hardcore fan base. But I'm not necessarily sure that the moves that they made in the offseason were the moves that needed to be made. I think it feels very much like the era of Bobby Bonilla, where we have a super high paid player and then we're just going to have this interchangeable parts cast that keeps coming in. I'm not necessarily sure the pitching is what we need to have. I think last year, when everybody blames the team for not gelling, I think that it was really more the pitching more than anything else for the year. And I don't know if we necessarily really upgraded year over year in that category. But going back to the park today, and there were an awful lot of seats that were empty here.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that for us to get in the park with like the upper tickets, they were $78 a piece. And I think that's more than I've ever paid for spring training tickets in that situation.
No.
Over the years, like when we first started going to spring training games, when we moved here 20 plus years ago, I mean, it was like $5, $6 a ticket, and you expect it to incrementally go up to the point of like we were used to paying like maybe $20 a ticket or so for tickets. And spring training was always the thing where you're paying basically to go see kids that are trying to make the team. And now, because there's so many people that are moving to these warmer climates in states like Florida and everything, I feel like the ownership, like Uncle Stevie, are really taking advantage of everybody with the ticketing prices, because people are starved to see some baseball. They don't live in New York City any longer, and they're anxious for the season. So, it's the Disney model, right? Like, let's just charge whatever we can potentially charge and see where the breaking point is.
Yeah, people are going to pay.
I wasn't planning on coming out today, and our friends Drew and Ashley had bought tickets for themselves. And then we had originally had other plans to do this weekend, and we literally just bought tickets the other day. So, and when looking for tickets the other day, you could buy like all around the park. Everything was pretty much open to buy. So, and that's not necessarily been the case for Mets spring training games before with us either. So, just interesting situation. And I know,
and it's
like
a Saturday too.
Yeah, tickets over in City are through the roof now as well. In Citi Field for regular season, it's become one of the ridiculous things. I think people always complain that at least with like the first model where football tickets were so much money. But the rationale was, well, they only play 8 games a year at their own stadium, so the tickets are going to be that much more. And then hockey and basketball tickets shot up through the roof also, and they're playing like 80 plus games a year. And for baseball, tickets were always, I would say supposedly are supposed to be affordable. I mean, going back to the heyday for the Mets, even through the point of when we moved from Staten Island, I used to be able to just take the subway into Shea Stadium and pick up a ticket, in the uppers, bring a newspaper with me on a Sunday, and sit and catch some sun, get a dog and stuff like that with the ticket and the dog and everything else, like be less than $20. So the fact that it's almost $80 for a ticket for a spring training game, it's just like highway robbery. It's crazy, and it needs to be said. So anyway, we're getting out of here. Hopefully the Mets prove me wrong and they do really well this year. But I'm having a hard time seeing it on paper, at least. So anyway, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. See you guys.